Today, I am featuring 4 different styles and types of neck massage pillows to test them out and see which one I feel does the best job. I want to start off by saying that 3 of them come with a chargeable USB cord. So you simply plug them in, charge them. They're cordless, so you can carry it around with you. It is portable. Only one neck massager requires to be plugged in to the wall. It has the most powerful motor and it is the heaviest. So let's get into these styles of pillows. I have a neck massager pillow that isn't quite like other massage pillows. So let's go over the features of this pillow. First off, it looks like a car, like the top of a car seat. This is soft and squishy. The massage happens here. So when you lay back, this pillow is going to cradle your head. You have your power buttons on the one side here where you can power it on, and it vibrates upon first turning it on, just a pulsating vibration. When you power it on, you will hear the vibration. Fills up with air. So it pushes your neck up. It changes vibration pattern. It begins to heat up, and it does different pulsating features on it. So the vibration pattern changes. When you lay on it, it perfectly cradles your head and your neck. You feel the vibration and the pulsation, not only in your neck, but it vibrates down into the top of your shoulder, and a wee bit of the vibration I feel in the shoulder blade area, but it is primarily on the neck and right here. It does not have the roller balls like a lot of the neck massagers have. It is just vibration. It fills up with air that feels like the roller balls on your neck, but it's air that pushes up in, and then it pushes your neck up and into that little divot in the back of your neck, and then the air comes out and it goes flat again, and then air pushes up again, pushing into the center of your neck. So it gives a sensation of like 2 roller balls into 1 ball. The last thing I want to share about this pillow is on the side. It goes through all of the functions and settings with the heat when you do the auto button. Or if you have a favorite pattern that you like how it feels, you can manually scroll through until you get to that setting. So to show you that air feature I was talking about that pushes up and down on your neck, you're going to see it deflate. And now you're going to see it push back up as it fills up with air. And that is pushing your back or your neck up with air and then releasing it. So you can see how high it actually goes. But this pillow here is definitely a win in my book. I would recommend it. I did like it. I would probably like this for putting myself to sleep or relaxing on while I watched television. It felt very nice, and I'm definitely very happy with this. Okay, I just put this one right on. So let's talk about this massager right here. Now this one's very different because it wraps around your neck and you can walk around with it on, because on the back there is a strap that you can easily strap this around your back and it stays in place. I mean, I'm not doing anything. I'm hands-free. I could clean, I could do dishes, I could be walking around while getting a neck rub. As you see, there is a strap here on the lower part of my back. You can simply unhook it by clicking the button, and there is a quick release. Now, if you do or don't want that on, there are also these grips right here in the front that allow you to let it go down lower on your back, up higher on your neck. You can change positions and you can pull it really tight. Like if you want to get a really tight, like this almost hurts. I have it so tight against my neck because it's getting on the side of my neck. And then I can go lower and let it get more on my traps. I found that by using this and tugging on it, it actually started to fatigue my arms and hence tighten up my shoulders, which defeated the purpose of having it massaged. I actually like the back strap on, and when I want a little extra pressure, I can just take my hand and pull on this right here. So let's take a look at how that looks. You see these are rubbing my shoulder blades down here. And then I don't think you can see, here we go at this angle, you can see the other one squeezing into my neck. Now I'm going to take that off so you can see what this device looks like and how it moves and see how it pinches. So it can pinch on to your shoulders right here and kind of into the side of your neck if you would like it to. And this also heats up. You can see the red light on, poking through this fabric, and when this red light is on, it is heating up. So it's just a nice gentle warmth to this device. Now the controls are right here on the handle itself. So when this is around your neck, I put my hair up, so otherwise it will eat your hair if you have long hair, so you will have to put your hair up. It is super easy to change the direction, the speed, turning the heat on or off, and when you want to power it on or power it off, it's just a long press and hold on that power button, and it simply turns your device off. It is quite heavy of a device, but that's not bothersome. That is my take on this neck massager and what I think are the pros and cons of it. Next up on my neck massager reviews is this one here, which is funny. By the way it looked, I thought, wow, the way this looked here, I thought it would really push on some of those knots in my shoulder blade. And if you look, it's like little thumbs and little hands. And when you turn it on and this lights up, the heat feature is working in the hands. You will charge it with the USB port here. You have your heat button here, and you have your power button here with this strap that comes around so you can just walk around hands-free with this on you. Now, there are some features of this I don't love that somebody else may love. I'm going to explain why this particular device is not a good fit for me. So first we're going to power it on. And now it's on right away. And as you see, this is how it moves. Okay, now you are going to, if you have longer hair like I do, you're going to have to put your hair up because I find that it eats your hair. I'm also going to unclip the device. So one feature that is not my favorite, it's not doesn't ruin it, but you want to power it on first because once you put it behind you, it then is difficult like reaching around, trying to figure out. See, it's already eating my hair. Ah, I have to readjust my ponytail. Okay, putting my hair up higher. As I was saying, when you want to power it on first because then the power button is now behind you and you have to reach around and kind of guess on the power button. Now for me, if you see, it squeezes my neck way too tight up here. I almost feel like it's like when fighters want to put you in that chokehold and put you to sleep. I feel like it's squeezing on that, and it's very uncomfortable. That feeling on my neck. If you have a wider neck than me, that may not be squeezing it so tight. I'm not sure. Normally, that's the type of pressure I like, but just not in that spot. So it's very hard to adjust it down on my shoulders, like right where I would want it. It just pushes on that part of your neck that doesn't feel good. I like it more on the muscle right here next to the spine of my neck and not so much on the side of my neck, which is what I feel this does. So for me, that makes this one not a good fit. If you, like I said, if you have a wider neck, it may work. Then you have this strap, and it stretches, so it's really nice, and it is adjustable. There's a little more leeway here, and it swivels. So when you lock it in, it does swivel, which is great. But what you want to do is you actually want to lock this in behind you because that's what will keep it in place. And I don't have it in place on my neck because it just squeezes it way too tight for me. But you see how I can be hands-free and still have the massager in the back. Now, I got it flipped around there. But here I can have it massaging on my back while I'm hands-free. It stays in place. it's just, oh, it's just too much right here on the side of my neck. So for me, this is not a win. I don't care for this one for that reason. So you can be the judge of that for you. It just squeezes way too tight. Where it squeezed me was here in the front of my neck, and it really, I felt like it was giving me an instant headache. It was not a pleasurable feeling. The idea of it looks very cool. I thought I was going to love this one, but unfortunately I just don't. Last up today, I have Bob and Brad pillow in pink. The first downside to this one is that you have to plug it in. So this one is not chargeable, therefore it doesn't make it portable for you to just go throw it anywhere. You will need to be near an outlet. However, that also is the positive, because as you know, having something plugged into an outlet gives you a stronger motor and a stronger device. So let's take a look at this one plugged in. Also, I wanted to leave this little extra cover off. It has the hard nubs in here that are going to roll around. If that is too much pressure for you, that is where this little cover comes in handy, because you can put it over those, and there's Velcro in the back right here. So you can just, it's hard to do this with the way I'm holding this. So you just will attach it together just like that. And that gives you a little extra padding between you and those rollers. So let's get this plugged in and let me explain to you the pros and cons. One of the cons for me in this space, in this room, is my outlet on my wall in front of me is too far away for this cord to reach my bed to be able to lay this pillow on to comfortably use it. So I like to use this one laying on my couch. So that is not a deal breaker for me. And if you have the same issue, you could obviously get a power cord that gives you that extra stretch. So that would be one downside. Now you're going to power it on the back side of the pillow right here. And as you see, the light turns on and you can immediately see the balls and the lights rolling. I'm going to take that cover off to give you a good look at the rotation of the little rolling balls here. This part of the pillow is just for support. If you push the button, it changes the rotation in the other direction. And then when you push it again, you can turn the heat off. So when the red light is on, you have the heat function on. And then same, you can rotate it the other direction with the heat function off. So those are the 4 settings of this pillow. Now I'm going to lay on it and we're going to talk about its comfort and positioning. So here I am now on the floor. I have this part of the pillow down at the bottom of my shoulder blades. So when I am laying on this pillow, it is pushing up perfect. Pushes perfectly on your shoulder blade muscle. It just goes on that curvature around it where you can get those knots. And this actually hurts, but in a good way, because I'm incredibly tight in my shoulder blades. So this feels incredibly good. I find this device is the best for your shoulder blades. Now, when I scooch on down, if I want to get it up here by my traps, it pushes up on them, but of course it's not getting the top of them because you're laying on it. The other types of devices sometimes get this area better than this device does. Now, going to the neck. When I lay here, my head is up too high. These roller balls, as you see, they're right there. They miss your neck. They don't get your neck at all. I feel like this pillow is really meant for shoulder blades, but if I want to like force my neck over onto the side of it like this, I can position it to just rub along one side of my neck and it will push up onto the base of your head there. And you can change the direction of the balls. Then I have to do the same for this side. I have to position myself and get myself laying just right to kind of push up on this side. So I don't like it for that feature at all. So I personally would recommend this. Like right now, I'm laying here. These balls are running alongside of my head. They're not even touching my neck at all. I personally would recommend this pillow right here for somebody that has the very tight shoulder blades, because that area, it rubs it perfectly. I mean, better than my husband could rub my shoulder blades. I thought if I turned the pillow around that I could possibly get my neck better. I didn't find that that worked, and I'll show you what that looks like. So spinning it around like this and then laying on it, all it does is rub my head right here, like right up here where my hands are, and I find that annoying. So I don't want the back of my head rubbed. So this pillow is a win for those of you that suffer shoulder pain where your shoulder blades are. It gets that perfect, like this, alongside that where that muscle is on your shoulder blades. Feels excellent. But for your neck, it's a no for me. I will say hands down, this was my favorite for the neck. This coupled with it for your shoulder blades, and I feel like you have the perfect solution. You can take care of your neck and your shoulder blades with these two. No one device does them all, but these two paired together for the win.